across the ocean. A new world calls across the sky. A new world whispers in the shadows. Time to fly, time to fly.
It's about one moment, the moment before it all becomes clear, and in that one moment, you start to believe there's nothing to fear.
It's about 1 second, and just when you're on the verge of success, the sky starts to change, and the wind starts to blow, and oh, you're suddenly a stranger. There's no explaining where you stand,
And you didn't know that you sometimes have to go round an unexpected bend, and the road will end in a new world.
Calls for me to follow.
A new world waits for my reply. A new world
Holds me to a promise. Standing by, standing by.
See, my people, well, here's my theory of what this country is moving toward. Every worker a cog in motion, well, that's the notion of Henry Ford. One man tightens and one man ratchets, and one man reaches to pull one cord. Car keeps moving in one direction.
Turn your flesh to Henry Ford. Hallelujah, praise the maker of the Model T.
Speed up the belt, Sam.
Hallelujah, sure amazing how far some fellas can see.
Speed up the belt, Sam. Speed up the belt, Sam.
Speed up the bell.
Mass production will sweep the nation.
Information will everyone.
Even people who ain't too clever can learn to tighten a knot forever. Attach one pedal, a pull one lever.
Henry Ford, Henry Ford, Henry Ford, Henry Ford.
Grab your goggles and climb aboard.
Ah, hello girls. Welcome in Ein Patent Shoppen. Have you got anything for me to patent today?
Hello, Haka here. I'm from Estonia.
And I am Jessica Bohr, darling.
Okay, invention we make, it's big and we like to file patents, yeah?
My friend Haka and I invented a revolutionary new invention, darling. It's a translator machine because nobody understands us, darling.
It's true. You want a demonstration?
Hi, how many times have you listened to a babbling teenager or drive-through attendant and wondered what in the melon farmer are they saying? Well, now you can translate that jibber-jabber into your choice of languages, including a complex pattern of flashes and beeps.
Wow, this is amazing. But how does this thing, do stuff? Could you explain it again?
Well, before I show you the magic, let's try it on this babbling idiot right here. How are you doing, sir? Translation.
In the equation, y equals mx plus b, m is the slope, and b is the y-intercept. Baba Ganoush.
Okay, didn't see that one coming. Yeah.
Wow. And you, miss, how are you doing?
I like whatever. What? I like oh my what? And think? Yeah.
Yeah! Translation.
Burt Reynolds has gone unnoticed as a sexual icon for girls of the 90s. Yum.
Cool. And you, sir, what are you doing tonight after work?
I'm going home to my loving family where I have a wonderful dinner baked with care by my wife.
Oh, really?
I'm going home alone and having a Jenny Craig Salisbury steak and cubed carrots meal and talking to my pet ferret, Mr. Snuggles. Maybe I'll wallow in my own self-pity until I gently weep myself to sleep while clutching a small rabbit that I carved out of soap.
And if it isn't our president, Mr. Bush, how are you doing, sir?
Well, I'm doing very good. See, I plan on using subliminal messages to deal with the peace conflict in the Middle West. I'm not a divider. I'm a unificator.
It was good, no?
We think this could sell millions, darling.
Yeah. Just go sit down over there while I consider your patent.
Okay, darling, okay.
Oh, hi. Oh, I'm here to get my invention patented.
Well, no patents after 12. Too late.
Well, I was late because,
On my way to the patent office this morning, I slipped and fell on a patch of ice, headfirst into a speed bump. The paramedics came and rushed me to the hospital. Nobody called me, not even my mother.
Okay, little guy, you can show me your invention. Is that your invention over there in those boxes?
No, that's where we keep our midget butlers. Can we get you a latte?
Oh, great. Sarcastic comments and excuses in one place? Sounds like a teenager. Show me how it works.
Honey, can I have your help with something in here, please? Honey.
Not right now, dear. I'm watching a program on Lifetime about sensitivity.
Oh. Okay, honey, maybe later then.
Hey, Dad, can I light Tommy's hair on fire?
I don't think so, Johnny.
Then can I go to Disney World?
Not this year, Johnny. You know your mother has clubbed feet.
Oh. Why did you say I have clubbed feet?
Well, I can assure you it's not because you walk like a penguin.
So, what do you think?
I think you need to go and sit down over there for a while. Enjoy a magazine, perhaps Boy's Life.
So are we gonna get our patents or what?
Don't work yourself into a tizzy. You know, the theory of relativity was not patented in a day.
I just want my patent.
Yes, we want our patent too, darling.
Yeah, Hunk is mad at you.
Relax. Sit back down. All of your patents are pending.
Well, I know you can't work in fast food all your life, so don't sign that paper tonight. She said, but it's too late. When I don't remember what they said, I don't remember what I read. Guess it doesn't matter. Guess it doesn't matter anymore. 'cause you're gonna go to the record store. You're gonna give them all your money. Radio plays what they want you to hear. Tell me it's cool, I just don't believe it. Sell out with me, oh yeah, sell out with me tonight. The record company's gonna give me lots of money and everything's gonna be alright. I know I'm flipping burgers, but not my silly hat. You know I don't want that no more. And I didn't ask when we get paid. I quit my day job anyway. Guess it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. You're gonna go to the record store. You're gonna give them all your money. Radio plays what they want you to hear. Tell me it's cool, I just don't believe it. Sell out with me, oh yeah, sell out with me tonight. The record company's gonna give me lots of money and everything's gonna be alright. And I don't think you would be so bad. Yeah, I know it won't be so bad. 'Cause the man says that's the way it is. And the man says it don't get better than this. No, no, no. So I signed on to the record company. Said they're gonna give me lots of money if I play what they want you to hear. Tell me it's cool, I just don't believe it. Sell out with me, oh yeah, sell out with me tonight. The record company's gonna give me lots of money and everything's gonna be alright. The record company's gonna make everything alright. Oh baby, don't you sign that paper tonight, she said. But I can't work in fast food all my life. Back with another one of those block rocking beats. Back with another one of those block rocking beats. Back with another one of those block rocking beats.
on the wings of every kiss drifts a melody so strange and sweet in this sentimental bliss. You make my paradise complete. Rose petals seem to fall, it's all like a dream to call you mine. My heart's a lighter thing since you've made this night a thing divine. In a sentimental mood, I'm within a world so heavenly, and I never thought that you'd be loving
Well, Costello, I'm going to New York with you.
Yeah.
The Yankees manager gave me a job as coach for as long as you're on the team.
Now, Abbott, look, since you're the coach, you must know all the players.
I certainly do.
Well, now, I haven't met the guys, so you'll have to tell me their names so then I'll know who's playing on the team.
Well, I'll tell you the names, but you know, it seems to me they give these players nowadays very peculiar names.
Yeah, funny names?
Sure. Well, let's see. We've got who's on first, what's on second, and I don't know's on third.
That's what I want to find out.
I say who's on first, what's on second, and I don't know's on third.
Wait a minute, you the coach, right?
Yeah.
And you don't know the fella's names?
Well, I should.
Well, then who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fella's name.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The guy playing first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
So go ahead and tell me.
That's it.
That's who?
Yes.
Look, Abbott, what is the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third. We're not talking about him.
Now wait a minute. Now, how did I get on third base?
Why, you mentioned his name.
Wait a minute. If I mention the third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
Who's playing first?
What's on base?
What's on second?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go, back on third. Look, you got outfield?
Sure.
The left fielder's name?
Why?
I don't know. I just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I just thought I'd tell
Well,
you.
then tell me who's playing left field.
Now listen, who's playing first?
I'm not. Would you stay out of the infield, please? No, I want to know what's the guy's name in left field.
What's on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. The left fielder's name.
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field.
Would you shut up? God. Now, Abbott. Look, now, Abbott, I am a pretty good catcher.
So they tell me.
Now, I get behind the plate and do some fancy catching. The pitcher is on my team, and the heavy hitter gets up. Now, when he bunts the ball, he's going to bunt the ball. Me being a good catcher, I'm going to go throw the guy out at first base, so I pick up the ball, throw it to who?
Now, that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. Fine, so I throw the ball to who? Whoever just drops the ball, the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball, throws it to what? What throws it to I don't know. I don't know, throws it back to the pitcher. Triple play.
Could be.
Another guy gets up, hits a long fly ball to because. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't give a damn.
What?
I said I don't give a damn.
Oh, that's our shortstop.
Oh, why I oughta get it?
look at me and tell me what you see. You've seen the best of me, and give me time, I'll make you forget the rest.
I've got more in me, and you can set it free. I can catch the moon in my hand. Don't you know who I am? Remember my name.
I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly high. I feel it coming together. People will see me and I think I'm gonna make it to heaven. Light up the sky like a flame. I'm gonna live forever. Baby, remember my name. Remember, 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 remember.
Maybe I'll be tough. Too much is not enough.
I can ride your heart till it breaks. Ooh, I got what it takes. Remember my name.
I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly high. I feel it coming together. People will see me and I think I'm gonna make it to heaven. Light up the sky like a flame. I'm gonna live forever. Baby, remember my name. Remember, 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 remember.
I met a man without a dollar to his name, who had no traits of any value but his smile. I met a man who had no yearn or claim to fame, who was content to let life pass him for a while. And I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life like the movie stars led. But he kissed me right here and he said, I'll give you stars and the moon and a soul to guide you, and a promise I'll never go. I'll give you hope to bring out all the life inside you and the strength that will help you grow. I'll give you truth and a future that's 20 times better than any Hollywood plot. And I thought, you know, I'd rather have a yacht. I met a man who had a fortune in the bank, who had retired at age 30, set for life. I met a man and didn't know which stars to thank, and then he asked one day if I would be his wife. And I looked up, and all that I could think of was the life I had dreamt I would live. And I said to him, what will you give? I'll give you cars and a townhouse in Turtle Bay and a fur and a diamond ring, and we'll be married in Spain on my yacht today, and we'll honeymoon in Beijing, and you'll meet stars at the parties I throw at my villas in Nice and Paris in June. And I thought, okay. And I took a breath and I got my yacht, and the years went by and it never changed and it never grew, and I never dreamed. And I woke one day and I looked around and I thought, God. I'll never have the moon. Downtown, my darling dime store thief. In the war of independence, rock and roll rang sweet as victory. Under neon signs, a girl was in bloom, and a woman was fading in a suburban room. I said, take me to the dance. Do you want to dance? I love to dance. And I told him that they don't take chances. They seem so removed from romance. They've been broken in churches and schools and molded to middle class circumstance. Rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Downtown in the pinball arcade, with his head full of pool hall pitches and songs from the hit parade, he be singing bye bye love while he's racking up his free play. Let those rock and roll choir boys come and carry us away. Sometimes Chicky had the car, Ron had the car, her Lightfoot Melvin with his hot wire head. We'd all go looking for a party, looking to raise people up from the dead. And we'd be kissing in the backseat, thrilling to the Brando like things that he said. Rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Rolling, rolling, rock and rolling.
Hello and welcome to the Borealis' hour-long TV marathon. I'm your host, Grandpa Ernest Borealis, and this crazy old lady over here is my wife.
The name's Grandma, but you can call me Hot Stuff.
Well, anyway, we broadcast live at 3 p.m. right after dinner and before bedtime.
Grandma and Grandpa, what are you doing?
Child, can't you see I'm on the television, dang nammit?
Grandpa, you're in the living room. Mom, Grandma and Grandpa think they're on TV again. Today we will be focusing on the worst infomercials of all time. Marmalade, roll the tape. Grandma, Marmalade's a cat.
Have you ever felt lonely, rejected, or dejected? Well, I have, and I've overcome those feelings with something that changed my life. Friend Rock.
Oh, get off your street corner soapbox. You really expect for us to believe that a rock can change our lives?
Yes, silly, I do. This is no ordinary rock. This is Friend Rock.
Well, I just don't buy it.
I'm not asking you to buy it. Oh, wait. Yes, I am. Listen to this.
When I was a young boy at the tender age of 4, I had no friends, and my dad used to tell me if I wanted to find a friend, he would have to be both lobotomized and mute. Luckily, my mom found me a friend with no brain to judge me with and no mouth to insult me with. Friend Rock.
Well, how do I order?
Just call our special toll-free number, and Friend Rock is yours.
Wasn't that fantabulous?
Yes, indeedery. It reminds me of the time.
Your yab jabber, I'll poke you with my cane. Cut to the next clip, Marmalade.
I let her out, Grandpa. Enough of your sass talk, girl. Just cut to the clip.
Hi, I'm Dave Coulier, Joey from TV's Full House, and I'm a different episode. If you want to lose weight fast, I'd recommend cutting off a limb. But if you want to lose weight slowly, try Coulier loaf.
Oh, Dave, you has-been. What is this Coulier loaf? Please, enlighten me.
Coulier loaf is my experimental meat substance. When asked, 3 out of 5 people prefer eating Coulier loaf to not eating at all.
Now, I assume you'll be throwing in a bunch of novelty items for free, so morons will order this.
All right, you are, random sidekick.
You.
Hey, cut it out. If you order Coulier loaf within the next 50 years, not only will I sell you the loaf for only $9.99, but I'll give you an autographed poster of Milli Vanilli.
Oh my, I want some Coulier loaf. Hold me back.
So order now.
That Dave Coulier makes me want to start shaving my legs again.
Speaking of having to shave your legs,
Oh, you lost something there, Grandpa.
I seem to have misplaced my arm.
Let's just cut to the next clip, which is about shaving legs.
Good day. Blessed morning. Today we come to you as ambassadors for the world's largest minority, the minority of men.
That's right, men. You know, we only comprise 48% of the world's population.
Amen.
And as such, there are certain personal needs which go overlooked.
Until for now there is one need that is going to be met.
What's that, brother?
The need to shave our leg hair.
Thinking of joining a swim team? Try again, tarantula legs.
You want to dress up like your mommy? No way, stubby shins.
Want to be a professional dancer? No way, Frothaz.
We got the product here for you. We call it hydrochloric hair removal.
Sure to remove all the hair from your legs, along with the top 3 layers of skin.
Now what you do here is you smear this cook on your extremities and you watch it burn. I mean, remove unsightly leg hair.
Men, like what you see, call now and join the millions who have smooth legs.
Well, that's all.
Grandpa's dentures have fallen out, and that means it's time to go. Plus, Grandpa and I have to get to the hospital for our 2 for 1 enema. Goodbye.
No!
Bojangles and he danced for you. Worn out shoes and silver hair, a ragged shirt and baggy pants. The old soft shoe, it jumped so high, jumped so high. Then lightly touched down. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance.
Dance, 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 got a little
I really don't know what position I can give you because you really don't do much. Come to think of it, since you don't really do anything, you could make a very good student activities director.
My father's pride was in his hands. The piano was his soul. I watched in wonder as he played show tunes, miles off from rock and roll. What he loved, he taught me. Now music's what I do. And often when I'm writing in my hands, Dad's there too. My dad grew old, his hands grew numb, and now he cannot play. I came to visit, he sat and asked me, how could it be this way? I couldn't find an answer. I played this tune for him instead. My father sat there smiling, for he knew what it said. If I sing, you are the music. If I love, you taught me how. Every Every day your heart is beating in the man that I am now. If my ears are tuned to wonder, if when I reach the chords are there, if there is joy in making music, it's a joy that we both share. I never told you, it took time till I could see that if I sing, you are the music, and you'll always sing in me. Yes, you'll always sing in me.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, and fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name, and you know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, and fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever, that is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new thing, fever started long ago. Romeo loved Juliet, Juliet, she felt the same. When he put his arms around her, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame, thou givest fever. When you kiss it, fever in my flaming youth. Fever, I'm a fire. Fever, yeah, I burn forsooth. Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very bad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, she said, Daddy, oh, don't you dare! He gives me fever with his kisses, fever when he holds me tight.
and I can't get through. The old woman behind the pink curtains and closed doors on the first floor, she's listening through the air shaft. See how long our swan song will last in both hands. Please use both hands. Oh no, don't close your eyes. I am writing graffiti on your body. I am drawing the story of how hard we tried. How hard we tried. I am watching your chest rise and fall like the tides of my life, and the rest of it all. And your bones have been my bed frame, and your flesh has been my pillow. I've been waiting for sleep to offer up the deep with both hands. Oh, with both hands. And in each other's shadow we grew less and less tall, till eventually our theories couldn't explain it all. And I'm recording our history now on the bedroom wall. When we leave, the landlord will come, paint over it all. Walking out in the rain, and I am listening to the low moan of the dial tone again. And I am getting nowhere with you, and I can't let it go, and I can't get through. Both hands, and I use both hands. Oh no, don't close your eyes. I am writing graffiti on your body. I am drawing the story of how hard we tried. How hard we tried. How hard we tried. In all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through, all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees are wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely song.
know. Yeah, yeah. Some a fool, never know the rule. They never did go to basement jack school. But we will live it in the fear shilling. Make sure not the next victim in a killing. Now we have the knowledge, we got a good knowledge. Yeah, plus in a history, I know me economic. I love music, that's why we bust out the gravity. If a guy want it, we in there. And you! Let me jump and go! Let me jump and go!
The 1990s was a progressive time in the field of technology. The internet was gaining widespread use, and where would we be today without George Foreman's lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine? But the modern world of the 21st century would not be what it is today without the work of inventor extraordinaire Roy. Today we will be exploring Roy's troubled past, his bright future, and many of his priceless inventions on this edition of Behind the Patent. After many years of seclusion, Roy is now back in the public eye. With the release of Roy's The Popcorn Fork, his newest and possibly most influential invention ever, Roy is a bigger celebrity than ever before.
That was a lower point in my life, and if it wasn't for Shaq, I don't know where I'd be today. I thank my lucky stars that man relentlessly puts out quality films, even if they do go straight to video.
And as we'll see later, Shaq, plus a little bit of creative genius, was all it took to bring this shamed inventor out of isolation. Roy was born into a middle-class family on May the 6th, 1974. From an early age, it was obvious that the only path suitable for Roy was that of an inventor.
Roy was always a curious boy, especially after his daddy was injured in the Great Spork Explosion of '77. From that day on, Roy's always been tinkering with this or that, trying to create the great American invention.
I never really thought anything of it. He used to just put one useless piece of junk on top of another useless piece of junk and make something useful out of it. Who'd have ever thought it could turn into an occupation, earning him hundreds, if even thousands of dollars?
And a very well-paying occupation it turned out to be. But how did Roy go from being an attic inventor to a mass-market producer?
I always have had a fascination with sporks, even though my family has had a poor history with combination utensils. But you can't deny the genius of a spoon with little fork ends.
Although Roy's heart was in combination utensils, after-meal cleanup would prove to be the field waiting for his influence.
My friends and I were at a barbecue chicken restaurant, eating our barbecue chicken and getting the barbecue sauce all over our hands. Well, when we went to the dispenser to get the napkins out, we couldn't. I needed to fix this problem, but I didn't know how. That's when I saw my friend leave the bathroom. Bingo! I took the 2-ply paper, I split the ply, and filled the dispenser with 1-ply paper.
From that point on, Roy was on Easy Street. Every barbecue restaurant in the nation began using Roy's super skinny, ultra-thin, easy removal napkins. With the continuing success of Roy's napkins, the world was waiting to see what he would come up with next. Following Roy's napkins, he created the ponytail hat, which catered to the needs of millions who lacked substantial hair growth. Although Roy produced dozens of inventions, he will be forever remembered for creating individual toed socks, the socks that assure each toe will receive equal and adequate warmth, and the T-shirt ring, which provides both exceptional shirt shortening ability as well as proper navel exposure. But a hard realization soon hit home for Roy. Success, fame, and wealth cannot exempt anyone from their duty to their country. Even famous inventors must pay their taxes.
Typically, we don't focus on the wealthy. They seem to be the most honest when it comes to paying their taxes. We generally devote our time and attention to the devious small business owner. However, Roy's was an extreme case. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan. I even own a ponytail hat. But some things are bigger than you or me, or even this hat. The government will go to any extreme to get what is owed.
79 cents. I was 79 cents short, and they were treating me as though I robbed the Federal Reserve.
No amount is too small for Uncle Sam. Since Roy didn't seem to want to pay, we had to repossess some of his belongings.
My mother! They took my mother! Not a chair, not my Picasso, not my lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine. My mother.
Following this sad turn of events, Roy's life took a sad turn. His inventions were no longer selling. Not able to tolerate the scrutiny of the press and the evil glares on the street, Roy slipped into depression and isolation.
He really wasn't the same after that. I mean, without his inventions, Roy was a nobody. It was a rough couple of years after that.
Very little is known about Roy's life during those dark years. Even Roy has little to say. But then came the fateful day when, by miracle alone, Roy was tempted out of seclusion and back into the public.
I was real depressed, but it was too tempting.
On July 17th, 1996, Roy left his house for the first time in 2 years. The drawing power of Shaquille O'Neal starring as a 3,000-year-old genie in Kazam was too much for Roy.
I just had to see that movie.
While watching the film and enjoying an extra-large tub of buttered popcorn, Roy was becoming increasingly disturbed by the grease level on his fingers.
I always carried a few napkins in my pocket, but they just couldn't handle the grease. I need a more powerful tool, a tool no man had yet to think of.
After spending 3 full days locked in his laboratory, Roy was ready to debut the greatest kitchen utensil this side of the spork. The popcorn fork became an overnight success, throwing Roy back into the spotlight. Roy's roller coaster life quickly brought him up to the pinnacle of stardom, but even quicker brought him down to lonely Loserville. But now Roy is back and better than ever. Until next time, I'm Shorty Latour for Behind the Patent.
This week's match pairs the Iron Inventor against an incredibly important man. His name is Art, and he invented the Post-it. Before we went to commercial break, our surprise ingredient was revealed. It was a rubber chicken. Now our inventors will have 3 minutes to prepare an invention utilizing a rubber chicken. That invention will then be judged by our panel of 4 celebrity judges. Barb?
Thank you. Art, our challenger, received the patent for the Post-it after inventing it almost by accident. His kids had a bad run-in with Kraft macaroni and cheese. Long story short, they all now have paper stuck to their tongues, but hey, who doesn't love a child with a speech impediment? And that's how the Post-it was born. Jane?
Thank you, Barb. Tonight's Iron Inventor is a world-renowned inventor. He is undefeated and holds over 600 patents. Basically, it's between the guy who invented something totally by accident and one of the best inventors of our time. This match is sure to be close. Back to you, Barb.
This sure is the battle of the Titans. So far, our challenger Art has taken the rubber chicken and put it on top of his head like a hat of sorts. What a genius.
And our Iron Inventor has taken the rubber chicken and attached it to some sort of wiring device. I can't wait to see what he does next.
Well, there are only 30 seconds left on the clock.
And in the last few moments, Art has taken the rubber chicken, pretended that it was a guitar, and played an air guitar version of All Along the Watchtower. Now he is trying to eat the rubber chicken. This man is an inventing machine. And with only 10 seconds left, the Iron Inventor has taken the rubber chicken and made it into an animatronic chicken of sorts, which is moving and clucking on its own. And that is time. The great battle between the Post-it guy and the Iron Inventor has come to an end. Now we throw it over to John, who's with today's judges. John?
I'm here with the divine Barbara Streisand, the decadent Pee Wee Herman, the curiously confused Alicia Silverstone, and the always tipsy Julia Child. Barbara?
I am amazed at both inventors' creativity with the rubber chicken. They are both geniuses. Which reminds me of a song. Don't bring around the cloud to rain on my parade.
Mr. Herman.
Why don't you say it, don't spread? I love rubber chickens. Today's special word is neato.
Alicia.
So, here's the 411. I'm a vegetarian, so I save the animals 24/7, not sporadically. Anyways, I think Art is a loser. Whatever.
Miss Child.
Well, I find the Iron Chef's chicken to be crunchy, with an interesting texture and
You do know
flavor.
that this is Iron Inventor and not Iron Chef, right?
Oh, well, in that case, I should be going.
Security.
Ah, my chariot awaits.
Great, okay, thank you, judges. Now we'll hear a few words from each of our competitors. Art.
Well, Jennifer.
John.
Okay. First I looked at this chicken and I thought, what could it be? And then I thought maybe some sort of hat or magical guitar that plays songs on its own. But then I really got inside the chicken's head and I thought if I was a chicken, I would want to be a chicken made of rubber for comical purposes.
So basically you took the rubber chicken and turned it into a rubber chicken.
Basically yes, but on so many more levels.
Well, that is masterful. Get off me, you psycho.
By the way, I dressed myself this morning.
And you, Iron Inventor, what have you created for us in today's battle?
I think the question is, what would I do if I won? Well, I'll tell you what I would do. I would feed the children. I would help the children, but most importantly, I would save the children.
Well, that is awe-inspiring. Back to you, Barb and Jane.
Well, the judges' votes are in. Who will it be? Whose invention reigns supreme?
The challenger, Art.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Amazing. Well, that's all the time we have here at Patton Stadium. See you next time on Iron Inventor.
Come in for the time of your life. We promise you the time of your life. 'Cause every day is the time of your life when it's time to play. Come in for the time of your life. I promise you the time of your life. 'Cause every day is the time of your life when it's time for fun.
Fun. You'll learn the trick when you're small. Fun. A paper airplane, a ball. Fun. You simply have it, that's all. Fun is doing a puzzle, staying up till it's done. What I wouldn't give to be a kid again and have fun.
Fun is what a kid seems to know. Fun is when you go with the flow. Fun is what you had long ago. Fun is doing a mission when you're under the gun.
What I wouldn't give to be a kid again and have fun. A kid can take a paper clip, a plastic tube, a pencil tip, and all at once it's a rocket ship. That's the way they play.
A grown-up sits there on his butt, his options open and a window shut. A sickening feeling in his gut, life is slipped away.
It's got a rhythm, a sound. Fun. And when a rhythm gets found, fun. You want to spread it around.
Fun is all the leaders, starting when you were one.
What I wouldn't give to be a kid again and have fun.
Fun.
Thank you.
It's when they start a parade. Fun. It's a piano you played. Fun. It takes me back to first grade.
First I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I knew how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Don't turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I.
I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. 'Cause I got all my love to give, and I got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey.
town, y'all. Disco Inferno, yeah.
Up above my head, I hear music in the air that makes me know there's a party somewhere.
Satisfaction, it came in a chain reaction. I couldn't get enough, so I had to self-destruct. The heat goes on, rising to the top. Everybody going strong. That is when my spark got hot. I heard somebody say,
burn, baby, burn.
Disco Inferno.
Burn, baby, burn.
All around the town, y'all.
Burn, baby, burn.
Disco Inferno, yeah.
Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn.
The success of the television show, The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle, threw Bullwinkle and a supporting cast of characters into the spotlight. They all made millions and lived happily ever after, right? Wrong. Mr. Peabody wasn't so lucky. After repeated runs with the law for fire hydrant defiling and sniffing an undercover officer, he was released from the federal pound this past fall. With stints in and out of rehab for a nasty toilet water habit, he finally made his way back into society. To top it all off, his good friend Sherman moved to Canada and started a career as a contortionist. So, to make money, Mr. Peabody was forced to rent his Wayback Machine to townies, yokels, and the sort. Now time travel was available to everyone, even the insanely stupid.
Man, I could use a shot of toilet water or good hydrant sniff.
Hello, Mr. Peabody, it's me, your old pal Pat Buchanan. I was wondering if I could use your Wayback Machine.
Why? To go back in time and prevent yourself from losing the election somehow? In a scheme to overthrow the entire world?
No, I was just wondering why I got so many votes in Palm Beach County.
Oh. Come with me.
Who to vote for? Well, even though Buchanan will take away all my prescriptions and kill everyone's firstborn son, I'll vote for him anyway, because I am ridiculously old.
Well, there are so many holes and names. Well, Buchanan starts with a B, and so does my name, Bonnie, so I'll vote for him. Wait, so does Bush's. Wait, no, but he's from Texas, and that's a different country, so how could he be president? I wonder if it matters that I made all these dimples in the ballot. Oh, well.
I could vote for Gore if I wanted to go to sleep for the next 4 years. And Bush... Well, Stalin it is. I mean, Buchanan. Bush.
Well, Mr. Peabody, this definitely explains a lot, because I was wondering why anybody would vote for me. Thanks a lot, old pal.
Don't old pal me. I know what you're going to do to animal rights. Don't eye me like you could wear me as a scarf. Get out!
Howdy! Jethro wants to know how they make that them there Twinkie.
Twinkie. That might be the stupidest thing I've ever heard. To the machine.
Hey, Jethro, Granny, y'all come out here. These here Twinkies is better than black gold.
Thank God you're not in my species. Get Get out! I wonder if anyone with a measurable IQ will come in today.
Hey, Mr. P, I'm Pauly Shore, and I'm the whistle.
I guess not.
I want to go back in time and see why the Beatles broke up, man.
Are you sure you don't want to go back in time and erase some movies you've done? Son-in-law, Jury Duty, Biodome? What were you thinking? I can go on.
Let's go, little buddy.
Yoko, we're trying to record a song.
John! Where's my ham sandwich?
Yoko, please, we're trying to work.
Shut up, Ringo! No talent hack! No one likes you! Not even your parents! I asked them!
Mommy?
You're gonna cry?
I am crying, Yoko! She's so annoying.
Like I need to say anything. Get out!
Wait, Scott! There's a problem with the flux capacitor. I must use the Wayback Machine to go back. To the future.
You mean back to the past?
No! Future.
No, past.
Future.
Past.
Future.
Why, do?
Will it be Wayback Machine to the future or Doc Brown goes to the hospital? Tune in next time.
by the simple happiness of this perfect love we've made. Every time I turn around, when I'm lost and when I'm found, like an angel standing guard, there you are. Every time I take a breath, and when I forget to breathe, you're watching over me. There you are. When I'm looking for the light in the middle of the night, searching for the brightest star, there you are. There you are, standing in a crowded room. There you are, the earth and I'm the moon. My desire is to stand by the fire that burns inside of you. Every time I turn around, when I'm lost and when I'm found, like an angel standing guard, there you are. Every time I take a breath, and when I forget to breathe, you're watching over me. There you are. When I'm looking for the light in the middle of the night, searching for the brightest star, there you are. When I'm looking
It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness. It's just the nearness of you, the nearness of you. It isn't your sweet conversation that brings this sensation. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you, the nearness of you. When you're in my arms, when you're in my arms, and I hold you so close to me, all my wildest dreams, my dreams come true when I'm near you. I need no soft light to enchant me. If you alone will grant me the right, if you will only to hold you ever so tight, and to feel it in the night. The nearness of you, the nearness of you. When you're in my arms, and I hold you so close to me. Last dream come true. Only when I'm with you. I need no soft light to enchant me. If you'll only grant me the right, if you will only to hold you ever so tight, and to feel in the nearness of you, and to feel in the nearness of you.
Oh, my mom bought you when I was just 13. The brightest red sweatshirt I'd ever seen. She got an extra large so I wouldn't grow out. That's too big for you, the other children would shout. But we stuck together and we didn't quit. And now the children say, what a perfect fit. I love your sweatshirt,
Red hooded,
sweatshirt,
dip, dip, dip,
the sweatshirt,
shabba ding dong,
sweatshirt. I love to put my hands in your kangaroo pouch. It makes them feel comfy like a big soft couch. And I don't care if the weather's no good. I say, see you later, rain, as I pull up my hood. I love your sweatshirt.
Red hooded.
Sweatshirt.
Dip, dip, dip.
Sweatshirt.
Shabba wabba ding dong.
Sweatshirt. What is it about you that makes me so jolly? You're 50% cotton or you're 50 poly. I don't know. Oh, Red Hooded Sweatshirt, we've been through a lot together. Like that time I accidentally stuck my head into your sleeve instead of your neck hole. Although the fireman had to cut me out, I know it was just a joke. Oh, Red Hooded Sweatshirt, you are such a prankster. But that is just one more reason why I love your sweatshirt.
Red hooded.
Sweatshirt.
Dip, dip, dip.
Sweatshirt.
Shabba ding dong.
Sweatshirt. I love you.
לכל אחד יש תאריך אחד שלו שתזכור איתו מעגל. לכל אחד יש תאריך אחד שלה שיבוא ויפול בגורל. כמו בגד לגוף, כמו אוויר לשימה, ובתוך הטירוף הם מוצאים מלחמה. ואת הנשמה המתוקה שלי, היחידה שמדליקה אותי, ואיתך אני כל העולם, ואיתך אני כל היקום. בלעדייך אני חצי בן אדם, בלעדייך אני בעצם כלום. לכל אחד יש את החלום שלו שנדמה והנה הוא קרב. לכל אחד יש את החלום שלה שיבוא ויסיר את הלב כמו מים לצמא ולייבוש התקווה ובים של קריאות יש להם אהבה.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Matt Foley, and I am a motivational speaker. But before I begin, I'll give you a little scenario of what my life is all about. First off, I am 35 years old, I am thrice divorced, and I live in a van down by the river. Now, because I'm not very attractive,
and I don't have good oral hygiene. I decided to enlist the help of a woman named Mimi to act as my secretary, and together we began to invent the perfect family.
I joined Matt on this project because I too am lonely and live in a VW bus down by the river. Sick and tired of dating movie projectionists, I decided to look for something a little bit more permanent. Little Matthew and I have created the complete perfect family, which includes a husband and wife, mother and father-in-law, 3 adoring children, 300,000 troll dolls, and a nanny.
Frank!
Quit your yapping, Estelle!
Frank, could you please stop passing so much gas in the house?
Hey, my gas is just coming from your bad breath.
38 years we've been married, and this is how you treat me. I cook for you, Frank.
That's probably why I had a triple bypass.
Well, then why don't you just go move in with the kids?
Ah! Weren't they just perfect? They remind me of those crazy Costanza parents.
You might have noticed that our friendly in-laws mentioned visiting the kids, so we decided to invent some kids for them to visit.
Carol, there's something I have to tell you.
Oh, Mike, what is it?
Well, Carol, I wasn't able to sell that house I designed in the shape of a burrito.
Oh, Mike.
And Carol, I spent the rest of our money buying a new set of Ginsu knives for Alice.
Oh, Mike. Well, I guess we'll have to sell one of the kids. How about Jan? She's ugly.
Me? Why does everyone always want to sell me? Why not Masha?
Oh, Jan.
Get back in your cage.
As you may have already noticed, all of the members of our family are designed after cast members of your favorite television shows.
Hey, Mimi.
Hey, what, pig?
What's a perfect family like without a few adorable little scamps in their nanny?
Gee, Quinn, that cardigan that you are wearing is so March 3rd. And if you haven't noticed, it's March 7th.
Sandy, for your information, Cameron Diaz wore this in Charlie's Angels.
Sandy, Quinn, it's time to go shopping.
Ew, she is totally out of it.
Her hair weighs more than I do.
Oh, Mr. Sheffield.
Whoa. You know, I wish you'd shut your big yapper. That nanny is more annoying than my belly button lint that's been accumulating since the late 70s.
Now we are going to watch all of the members of our super family interact with each other.
Hey, Quinn, meet my new boyfriend, George Glass.
Hey, Quinn, you want to hook up later?
Okay, Bear, I'll go out with you.
That's one more for the bear.
Quinn, give me your lip gloss.
1 sec. Frank, did you take my lip gloss?
Mike, I found this in Jan's room.
Oh my.
Let's try it out, just to make sure it's safe.
Fran, could you watch the kids tonight?
Who, Jan and Quinn?
No, Mike and Carol.
What do I look like, a nanny?
Serenity now!
I can't believe it. It was so sudden. I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. No! First you take away my 3 marriages and now my completely robotic family? Why?
Oh, Matt, you haven't lost everything. You haven't lost me.
Mimi, could you ever love a hairy man with a glandular disorder?
I already do.
And so Matt and Mimi lived happily ever after, using the robot parts to build a shack for 2 down by the river.
just walking down the street singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Snapping her fingers and a shuffling her feet singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. She looked good, she looked fine, she looked good, she looked fine, and I nearly lost my mind.
One fine day, you look at me, and you will know our love was meant to be. One fine day, you're gonna want me for your girl.
Coming on, baby, baby, you can't go wrong. We ain't faking, whole lot of shaking going on. Baby, shake.
It's my party.
Shake, baby, shake.
It's my party. You would cry too if it happened to you. If it happened to you. Judy and Johnny just walked through the door like a queen with her king. Oh, what a birthday surprise. Judy's wearing his ring. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you.
Whoa, I'm the type of guy who never settle down. Where the pretty girls are, well, they know that I'm around. I kiss them and I love them, cause neither are the same. I hug them and I squeeze them, they don't even know my name. They call me the Wanderer, yeah, Wanderer. I'm around.
Why must I be a teenager in love? Why must I be a teenager in love? 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your bad rags on and join me home. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
In the still of the night, hold me, darling, hold me tight. Oh, whoa, so real, so right. In the still of the night.
Does he love me? I wanna know. How can I tell if you love me so? Is it in his eyes? Oh no, you make believe. Is it in his eyes? Oh no, you'll be deceived if you wanna know if he loves you so. It's in his kiss. Answer it is. Oh, hug him and squeeze him tight and find out what you wanna know. If it's love, if it really is, it's there in his kiss.
Never felt like this until I kissed you. How did I exist until I kissed you?
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Rebel, 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 ding dong. My baby fell in love with, my baby fell in love, he made
Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Listen to me. Oh,
Summer 43, man's gunning for me, blue and white and roar tonight. So damn my pride, you know the other cats up and down the east side. Tonight there's no place to hide, so I kick. Hey Marie, you better grab my jack, zip my gun from me, 'cause I'll face no shame. Tonight, I'll die for our name. Well, when we get downtown, we start to throw down. We end up doing time. Soon as they met us, they're out to get us. So I stick with that gang of mine.
Pachuco.
Henry Ford.
Alexander Graham Bell speaking.
Benjamin Franklin.
Hi. Brian, what is this?
We told you to dress like a famous inventor, moron!
Oh. I only heard the dress part.
Only you would do something that stupid.
I'm sorry, guys. Can't we just get on with the show? Oh, all right. For our first pattern, we're going to wait. Brian, are you going to change first? You look like an idiot. You don't like it? We really can't answer that.
That just ruined my mind.
Okay, guys, let's just get going.
All right, our first pattern is dedicated to the people who invented the fishing net.
Save the whales.
Our second pattern is dedicated to all the cartoon animators out there who have brought us countless laughs through animated violence.
Oh, watch it. Jeez. Man. Itchy and scratchy. Brian, what are you doing?
Wait, guys.
Wasn't that the same pattern twice in a row? Brian, shut up.
Don't think I noticed.
Hey, can we just keep going before security gets here?
Our next pattern is dedicated to the people of ancient Greece who built the great city of Athens.
Toga, 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 toga. Gyros.
Huh?
Brian, watch out!
Oh, that's gonna ruin his weekend.
Oh man, I think he's really hurt.
Oh, Brian, oh, he's okay. For our next pattern, we need a little help from our friends. Coming out, guys! What's up? What's up? What's up?
Our next pattern is dedicated to the person who invented gunpowder, Mr. Powder.
Dynamite!
Yeah, guys, hold this.
No! You moron! You can't even blow us up correctly!
Hey, Steve, I just saw the cops coming. Let's get to our final pattern.
Hey, I think we need Brian. Stupid red ball. I think we need Brian. Get up.
For this, our next and final pattern, we would like to dedicate it to the person who invented the wheel. Whoever they are. Here it is.
You're late. Wheel of Fortune!
20 years ago, way down in New Orleans, a group of fellas found a new kind of music, and they decided to call it jazz. No other sound has what this music has. Before they knew it was whizzing round the world. The world was ready for a new kind of music, and now they play it from Steamboat Springs to La Paz.
Live at the Glendale Elementary School, where get this, there are over 30 children participating in this year's science fair.
I haven't seen anything this exciting since the great Star Trek convention debacle of '93. I've never seen so many bloodied Spock ears.
How right you are, Kiki. And to cover this gargantuan event, we have our entire news team of 24 here. So first, let's take a gander over at John.
I'm standing here with little Timmy McNeely. Timmy likes to ride his bike, play with G.I. Joes, and is definitely afraid of cooties. So, Timmy, what is your special creation?
Well, first I was going to put a potato in the refrigerator, and I was going to see how much it was going to mold. But then my dad just told me I was stupid, and so he helped me make this.
How does it work?
I don't really know because I didn't make it.
Sir?
Before we show you how this works, why don't you take a look at this brief commercial we made for the marketing aspect of my son's invention.
Are you always being bothered by pesky neighbors? Annoying kids got you down? Then your answer lies in Annoyance Prod. Just watch this.
Good morning, Mr. Henderson. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Oh my gosh! Why did you do that?
It looked like she was going to steal my garden gnomes.
But there are no gnomes in your garden!
Bring it on!
Annoyance prod, annoyance prod, doodly 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 doo, annoyance prod.
Dad, can I have change for a pop?
Not right now, I'm on TV. Hey, how did you get off of your leash?
Back to you, Greg and Kiki!
Oh, these young children today are fantastic.
You're absolutely right, Kiki. Incredible.
Big Matt, breaking news from the cafeteria. Today's lunch menu will include sloppy joes with sides of tater tots and, no, wait. Yes, it has been confirmed. Applesauce will be included, everyone.
Well, slap me silly, Kiki, because I heard that recess will also be extended from 15 to 20 minutes. Now that is fabulous. Let's take a listen to Samantha.
Hi, I'm here with Chris, and this little boy has quite a science project to show us. Don't you, little guy?
I'm a girl, lady!
Oh, honey, you can be whatever you want to be. So, can you please explain this?
My mama inventilated it. Why don't she tell you about it?
Excuse me, miss?
What? Can't you chill and see I'm trying to watch my stories?
I'm sorry, we are on TV.
Oh my golly, you're that lady from the light box. How'd you get out of there? Well, you just watch this.
Hi, my name is Randa Sue, and I'm the spokeslady for Jamie Sue's amazing sock puppets. Their sock puppets now come in 3 different colors: white, off-white, and dirty. I used to tell my kids to go eat icicles or play on the train tracks. Now I just give them one of these sock puppets and they be happy. Mama! Mama! Quit your jawing, boy. Play with this here dirty sock. See? They likes it.
Wasn't the sock puppet already invented?
Now you listen here, lady. It's gonna take me this many to get out of this here chair. You best be gone by then.
Mama, you want me to take her down?
Oh my. Back to you, Greg and Kiki.
Hey, Kiki, guess what?
What, Greg?
I just beat a bunch of 5th grade girls at dodgeball.
All right. Well, we must be getting back to the science fair because it's about to end. Jerry.
Hello, I'm here with Theodore. What do you have there, little guy?
I made this.
It appears to be a paper plate with popsicle sticks glued on it. He obviously had no help from his mummy or daddy.
I made this.
You certainly did. Now back to you, Greg and Kiki.
Well, I certainly am excited to find out who today's winner will be, but unfortunately we have to take a break to present the Super Bowl. However, we will be interrupting it for a 30-minute award ceremony extravaganza. Any final thoughts, Kiki?
Greg, my final remarks can only be expressed in a song. I believe the children are our future.
Kiki, what are you doing?
Just trust me, Greg. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside.
Give us a sense of pride. Let the children's laughter
remind us how we used to be.
I made this.
Real man to wear tights.
We're men in tights. We roam around the forest looking for fights. We're men in tights. We run from the rich and give to the poor, that's right. We may look like sissies, but watch what you say or else we'll put out your lights. We're men in tights. Always on guard defending the people's rights. Yo!
running the show, raising the taxes because they needed the dough. A reign of terror took over the land. They were shaking down the people to beat the band. I said, hey, hey. I say, hey, hey.
Hey, Nani, Nani, and the ho-ho-ho.
The people weren't happy. Morale was low. They had no place to turn to. There was nowhere to go. They needed a hero, but no one could be found.
Cause Robin Hood was out of town. I say, hey, hey. I say, hey, hey. Bye, bye, bye.
Hey, Nani, Nani, and the ho-ho-ho.
Check it out. We're men, manly men. We're men in tights. Yes. We roam around the forest looking for fights. We're men in tights. We run from the rich and give to the poor, that's right. We may look like pansies, but watch what you say or else we'll put out your lights. We're men in tights, tights, tights. Always on guard defending the people's rights. When you're in a business, you stop for the men in tights. JG.
One day more, another day, another destiny. This never-ending road to Calvary. We'll be ready. Our world has started. One day to a new beginning. Raise the flag of freedom high. Every man will be a king. There's a new world for the wicked. There's a new world to be won. Do you hear the people sing? My place is here. I sing for you. There's a new world I'm about to see. A new world louder every moment. Come to me. Come to me.
New world calls across the ocean.
Loyalty.
Hello and welcome to the Glenbrook South Report. I'm Megan Scored.
And I'm Ajay Gupta.
As you may have already noticed, we're in a different location because we've decided to do our special variety show edition of the Glenbrook South Report right here in the very auditorium where the show took place.
Hundreds of people from the surrounding area contributed to make the variety show a success. But two special people, the directors Jim Shellard and Stevie Marks, spent their time and energy giving structure to the show. Let's see what they have to say about Patent Pending. Around variety show time, we often tend to forget the planning and effort that goes into it. Stevie Marks and Jim Shellard discussed Patent Pending.
We've been batting around ideas about inventions and about inventors and about creative thought for a long time because the variety show seems to be like a breeding ground for that kind of thought and that kind of idea. So that had been floating around for like the last 3 or 4 years, and so the production staff kind of came on this idea of patent pending.
We wanted to celebrate great original thought, great original concepts. So we were looking for a way to do that without being totally clinical. It's not just about science or great inventions like the telephone or electricity, or the light bulb. It's about original thought, George Gershwin, Bojangles, who we celebrate.
Once the theme was chosen, though, the process of V-Show began, with its share of ups and downs. But what exactly do Stevie and Mr. Shellard consider the best and worst parts of V-Show?
I think the best thing about V-Show is that it brings together lots of different people. In fact, I had someone today just say how great it is that they had a chance to meet some of the people that are associated with the production, because they would never have met them in their normal circles of friends or activities here at SAC.
The hardest part? Closing night. Then it's over. Last night we were on stage and we were teching the show, and one of the students looked at me and said, 1 week from right now, this is gone.
But Patent Pending will never really be over, because through the students who participated in it, it will live on.
Their time and energy was well spent. The variety show this year was quite impressive.
And the originality implied in the theme Patent Pending was well expressed, especially in the show's many individual acts. Staff reporters Amanda Weiss and Molly Britson followed 5 acts from their origins until the night of the show. Let's take a look at their efforts.
שתזכור איתו מעגל לכל אחד משטר אחד שלה
This year, Revolution with Judd Burton, Danny Levitt, Todd Fuchs, and Brian Mazzaferri, along with Dr. Gonzo's Wacky Horn Line, with Rich Fetzer, Matt Mattinson, Samantha Robertson, and Sean Roberson, played solid by Real Big Fish.
Well, I know you can't work in fast food all your life, so don't sign that paper tonight. She said, but it's too late. When I don't remember what they said, I don't remember what I read.
Revolution, a band which is no stranger to the Glenbrook South stage, and Dr. Gonzo's Horns were the first individual act to perform in the V-Show. Saw was a great act and an excellent introduction to a bunch of remarkable individual acts.
But they want you to hear, tell me it's cool, I just don't believe it. Sell out!
Our second act is Lehole Hayesh, which stars soprano Rachel Thomas and alto Debbie Marks. Debbie discovered this Hebrew duet while visiting Israel. After practicing the act with instrumental accompaniment, guitarist George Apostolou, bassist Sean Fogel, keyboardist Lisa Primer, cellist Jackie Rowe, drummer Patrick Stump, and pianist Mr. Savatka, the act was ready for the V-Show. The performances were flawless, and Lehole Hayesh was a perfect addition to this year's variety show. Our final act is De La Crue, led by senior and singer-dancer Lonita Joseph. De La Crue performed an original dance routine, which they practiced for many weeks in the drama dance room. They soon moved to the stage, and their act came together with the music and the lights.
Never know the rule, they never did go to basement dance school. But it will if it is, then we are shilling, make sure that the next big team in a killing. Now we have the knowledge, we got a good quality, a plus in our history, I know me economic, and we love music, that's why we bust out the charity, if a guy want this, we engage.
De La Crue, along with Revolution and Dr. Gonzo's Wacky Horn Line, and the Hula Hadiesh, helped to make this variety show a memorable one. The show might get a lot of its originality from the individual acts, but the comedy troupe and the singer-dancers provide an essential consistency to the show.
The singer-dancers, led by Jeff Award-winning choreographer Marla Lampert, provide the show with 7 acts in which they both sing and dance, surprisingly. And the comedy troupe, led by Beth Barber, is a group of 16 students who perform original comedic material. Let's take a look at this year's comedy troupe and singer-dancers.
Hi, I'm Mike McHugh, and this is Amelia Reed, and we're part of the singer-dancers for this year's V-Show, Patent Pending. This year it's different because we have 22 singer-dancers instead of 20, so more dancing, more fun. We're taught by Marla Lampert, who's a choreographer in Chicago. Pretty good. She won a Jeff Award for, what did she do? It's Kiss of the Spider Woman a few years ago. So she's pretty cool. We practice 3 or 4 hours after school every day. And then when it actually comes to about V-Show time, we're here till, I don't know, 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
Yep.
Dancing.
This year we had 7 numbers, which is 1 more than usual. We usually just have 6, but so we had to spend a little more time working, and it was long hours, but it's definitely worth it.
What are you looking at?
And I'm Ryan Lothian.
And we're on this year's Spur of the Moment, which is a group of 6 seniors chosen by Mrs. Barber, our director, which includes Megan Scord, Chuck Bine, Stacey Dembo, Stephen Abramowitz, and the 2 of us. We write the material for Comedy Troupe, which is going to be performed in this year's variety show. We're so excited. It's going to be an awesome show, and we've been working really, really hard. It's going to be really funny, and we're having a lot of fun doing it, so we can't wait.
I concur.
Hey, camera! V-Show means a lot to me. That's pretty much all I got to say, even though you told me to say that, Megan Scord, you are a nice girl.
Well, all I can say to that is thank you, Ryan, and I think you're a nice boy too. And I think Comedy Troupe and Singer Dancers did a nice job this year.
None of this, however, would be possible without the support of the Glenbrook's House Stage Crew, which worked tirelessly to provide the cast with its stage, mics, and lights. Let's take a look at Joe Noodleman and Garnell Stewart's package on the Stage Crew.
This year's V-Show was undoubtedly a handful of hard work. With the stage crew coordinator, Rich Winship, and his assistant, Mike Spizak, Patent Pending proves to be one of the best V-Shows in GBS history.
Okay, hi, I'm Rich Winship. And I am the designer of the variety show set and lights, and I'm the tech director for the production itself. The show is, as you probably know, patent pending, and that's the theme was an invention type theme, and man's ingenuity and things. And the thing that inspired me was Leonardo da Vinci's sketches of all his incredibly immense number of inventions.
God, Justin. We're painting for a V-show for the stage on the sides. It's going to be Leonardo da Vinci, so we're just trying to get his sketches done, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of difficult things to get done, too. Trying to get the right colors and whatnot. And, yeah, most of what I've been working on is the lighting, I guess, stuff like that. Mostly construction. Yeah. It's huge. That is unbelievably huge. It's going to be great. So, we're looking forward to it.
The set itself is divided into 3 sections with 3 different areas for performing on, or it can be used, all areas it can be combined at once and be used that way, so it's kind of versatile that way.
Right now I'm just replacing this part of the set. This part is going to be able to show light through this part to cause different effects. Right now I'm just replacing this brace because it was not very level. So I want to make it level, which makes the effect even cooler.
My name's Stephanie Wen. I'm a senior on crew, and for the V-show this year I've been doing a lot of making the curved walls, which was kind of a tedious process, and now we're cutting screen material which is going to go behind it, so we can do lighting and light it all different colors and use patterns and whatnot that you'll see during V-show. We start tech February 6th, and what we are going to do there is start setting light cues to all the acts and the variety acts and singer dancers and comedy troupe, so that during the show all the lighting will be beautiful and everyone knows what they're doing when opening night comes.
Hi, I'm Mike Spizak, and I'm working on variety show set. I'm Mr. Winship's assistant technical director. I help him supervise students during construction and during when we hang lights and whatnot. Today we're cleaning up the scene shop in order to make way for other projects that we're going to be doing construction-wise.
As the seniors of Stage Crew say goodbye to their last high school variety show, they turn over their memories to a new generation. And they, too, will carry on the tradition into the next V-show to come.
Wow, the Stage Crew's got a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
I think you're right, Megan, because the set looked incredible this year. But sometimes, the most entertaining part of the variety show isn't occurring amongst the various flashing lights and Da Vinci sketches, but instead behind the scenes. With this in mind, the Glenbrook South Report presents a certain backstage pass to patent pending.
Oh, I'm gonna be on TV? Yeah. What am I gonna say?
I think this is definitely the best V-show ever.
The best V-show ever.
Best show ever? No.
Best V-show ever. Be the best V-show ever. Woo!
It's the best V-show ever.
The best V-show ever.
It's gonna be the best V-show ever.
Best V-show ever!
Yeah! Makes this the best V-show ever. I make this the best V-show ever. I do.
For those of you that don't know me, my name is Moses. You may remember me from such occurrences as the Ten Commandments and the Party of the Red Sea.
Listen, baby, comedy troupe fun 24/7, Sinatra style. I can't get enough. Love it, baby. See you later.
We're losers. I'm not a about he's a loser. And do you know why?
Why?
Because he has no friends. We're all winners at heart.
Well, that's really sad.
Cost drops, Rico Live. That's the secret. Everyone's been really nice to me, and even though I've had to dress up like this,
V-show has been an extremely important part of my 4 years here at South. I don't know what I'd do without it. It's just so much fun. I've met so many people, and like George Pastor.
We're sad and happy and excited and scared.
I love V-show.
I'm scared.
scared. I'll tell you the truth.
What's your favorite part of the show, Alex?
Well, in my current condition, I can't answer that truthfully, so I'll lie and say taking off my makeup.
Glenbrook South Report 2001 variety show. Check it out.
The variety show proved to be an enormous hit, and its popularity was well-founded. I suppose Stevie was right. The hardest part of the show is that it has to come to an end.
And unfortunately, this edition of the Glenbrook South Report also has to end. I've been your host, Megan Scored.
And I've been Ajay Gupta. See you next time.